So then guys, as the M4 journey comes to an end now with Macs, what about the M5 journey, and specifically, what about the M5 Pro and the M5 Max that's going to go inside the new MacBook Pros? When are they going to be coming, and what kind of upgrades and things are we going to see inside of it? Well, let's cover over all of those details. And first of all, let's get started then that we've been hearing that the new M5 chip is going to be made on a brand new type of Apple silicon. TSMC, who make the M chips and the A chips, or really most of the chips for Apple right now, have actually said that their new SoC, so this is their integrated system on a chip, or SOIC, maybe I've said that the wrong way around, or maybe I even pronounced it the wrong way around, but you get the idea. That is going to be completely manufactured differently to what we've had with the M4. And the great news with that, we've been told that the efficiencies are going to be even better and performance is going to be pushed out even further, even though we're probably still going to be on a 3nm process. Remember, we've had the 3nm process ever since the M3 journey. The M4 really showed that really well, because obviously we got the improved version there, but the M5 is going to be a brand new version again there. What's going to be really, really cool to see that we're going to get this. Now, something else that a lot of you guys have been asking about is, well, are we going to get a new design for the MacBook Pro? Well, it doesn't look likely, and I think the main reason behind this is because we've been hearing that probably with the M6 MacBook Pros, I know I'm talking about a whole generation ahead here, that's when we're going to get a redesign to the MacBook Pro, and with that, that's when we're going to get OLED displays coming along with it. Because right now we use a mini LED display, what's a ProMotion display, and I'm not going to deny these are absolutely fantastic displays that we have right now. But it will be probably the M6 generation, probably the end of 2026, or maybe even going into 2027, when we'll get that new design MacBook Pro. So if you are thinking of getting a brand new design altogether and also want the OLED display, maybe you might have to wait out maybe another year or just over that after the release of the M5 series. But really guys, like I said, this is probably going to be the last generation where we're going to get this design of the MacBook Pro that we have right now. Maybe Apple may introduce, say, a new color design or something like this into it, because obviously we've now got the space black, the silver, and obviously the MacBook Airs give us far more color ranges. So I'm hoping that Apple do bring out another color again, a third one. That would be really, really cool to have along with the MacBook Pro. But apart from this then, probably the actual ports and everything else is going to stay exactly the same. Thunderbolt 5 speeds and all of that with the M5 Pro and the M5 Max, and obviously the M5 for the first time probably get Thunderbolt 5, but really nothing else is going to probably change with the actual design of this new MacBook Pro. But if you don't own a MacBook right now, and maybe you're thinking of getting one, or maybe you do own a MacBook and it needs upgrading, well, maybe you should enter into the giveaway we're doing on this channel for this MacBook Air M4. We just started on a brand new giveaway. And in fact, this MacBook Air we have right here, it's the 13-inch model, but it has been specced up a little bit. We've actually got 24 gigabytes of RAM inside of this and 512 gigabytes of storage. So that is, you know, double the amount of storage and one tier up over the 16 gigabytes of RAM. And plus, this is also the maxed out M4 standard, the 10-core CPU and the 10-core GPU inside of it. And I'm going to be giving this away to one lucky subscriber at the end of June time this year in 2025. And you can enter into this giveaway right now. All you have to do at this stage, at the moment, is just put down into the comments below of what technology gear you're planning to buy in 2025. This can be Apple related or not, so maybe you are going to be waiting out for the M5 MacBook Pros. Maybe you're going to be getting yourself, say, a new iPhone before the end of the year. Maybe it's going to be, say, the new Nintendo Switch 2, or maybe it's going to be something else like a DJI drone or something like this. Well, let me know in the comments below, because obviously that will enter you into the first part of this giveaway. Now, the other part of the giveaway is going to be happening near the end of June time, where I'll be making a video on this channel giving you even more details about it, including a form to fill in too. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and also that notification bell, because you'll want to know even more information when that comes about. Plus, you also want to be a subscriber too, because obviously I'm giving this away to one lucky subscriber. The last thing I just want to quickly say to you guys, that sadly there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there, people still impersonating, sending to WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram direct message. Please do ignore these people. Best to see right here. Please do report them. So moving on from this then, what about performance-wise then? What kind of gains are we going to see with, say, the likes of the M5 Pro and the M5 Max over, say, the M4 Pro and also the M4 Max right now? Because this is probably the biggest part where there's going to be a big difference compared to the standard M4. So right now, if you got yourself an M4 Pro or M4 Max, you get the same amount of efficiency cores inside of it. You only get 4, but it's the performance cores that change across the actual board. So right now, what you can actually get is you can get 2 kind of different versions for each chip. So starting out with the M4 Pro, well, you actually get the 8 performance cores, so this gives you a total of 12 with the 4 efficiencies, or you can get the 10 performance cores, so that gives you 14 with the 4 efficiency cores. And then for the M4 Max, this is where it can also get a bit confusing because it have a very similar setup to what we have in CPU cores to the M4 Pro, the full fat version, whereas with the M4 Max you actually get 10 performance cores and 4 efficiency cores exactly the same, but you get a different amount of graphics cores, what we'll talk about in a second. Or what you can get is you can get 12 CPU cores and 4 efficiency cores to give you a total of 16. But then for the M5 Pro and the M5 Max, things will probably change here quite a bit. So what we'll probably get is some extra cores, mainly in the performance area. So more than likely the bin version of the M5 Pro will get 1 more performance core, so it'll be 9 performance core, 4 efficiencies cores, and then we'll probably get 2 performance cores this time with the maxed out version. So this will be a total of 16 cores, 12 of them being performance, 4 being efficiency, and then the same with the M5 Max, where it's more likely going to be, say, 11 performance cores, 4 efficiency cores to start out to give you 15 in total there, and then to have the actual totally maxed out M5 Max, well, you can imagine again, it's going to probably be 14 performance cores, and then also we're going to get 4 efficiency cores to give you a total of 18 cores in total there. And then probably more than likely, the graphics cores are probably also going to go up probably by about 2 additional cores too. So this means the M4 Pro will go from 16 to 18, and then obviously the higher version of the M4 Pro will go from 20 to 22. And then the M5 Max will go from 32 to 34 in the bin version of the M5 Max. And then obviously the maxed out M5 Max, that will go from 40 to 42 cores more than likely with this. Apple may also increase the amount of RAMs, the base amount. We have seen this before where they've added on like 2 extra sort of gigabytes in the past when we had the M3 series. Maybe Apple might do the same here. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But overall, what I'd be saying is in kind of total performance wise, you're probably going to see overall probably about a gain of around about 20 to 25% increase over what we had with the M4. Now obviously that means with GPU cores it could probably be a bit more with that, and then obviously CPU it could be a bit less, but then obviously the NPU, the neural engine, well that'll probably be leaps and bounds ahead than what we had with the M4. So obviously overall probably about 20 to 25%, because that's the kind of sort of leaps we've had in the past here with the sort of M chipsets. But with that then guys, are you excited for the new M5 Pro and the M5 Max? Are you going to be getting one of these new MacBook Pros and waiting out for it? Or maybe you might skip over to the M6 version? Well, let me know in the comments below. And with that as well guys, it's time to wrap up this video too. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. And of course, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell too. Until next time guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.